Hello, Kevin.
Hello,
My name is Lori.
nice to meet you.
Who brought you in to see me today?
I've been told I got a bad attitude and I need to work on it in order to keep my job.
Okay. Bad attitude. Would you like to give me a little bit more details there?
I guess they feel that I'm a little argumentative. Um, I argue with my supervisors, other staff. Um, say I don't like to follow the rules. Sometimes I might drive on grounds where I'm not supposed to, and I'll smoke where I'm not supposed to. But I feel like ain't nobody really around. I'm not hurting anything.
Okay. Well, I feel like I need to let you know that anything that you say in here with me is confidential. Okay? Now, if you say something, I'm going to have to ask you not to smoke that while you're in here. Okay?
Excuse me.
All right. If you say something that I feel may cause harm to someone else or to yourself, I'm going to have to say something to someone else. Okay?
I understand.
All right, great, great. So what do you do, Kevin?
I teach full time and I work part time at a group facility for emotionally disturbed children.
Right, do you like your job?
Most of the time I do.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit more about what do you think triggers your argumentative state?
If directions are given to me that don't really make sense to me, I question it. And usually when I question it, then that leads to, a disagreement. Disagreement leads to a full argument.
With who?
Most of the time my bosses.
Okay. You give me an example of this?
Recently, not too long ago, we were scheduled to take the kids on a trip, and we had to request a bus, a van bus, you know. They sent us the wrong one. There wasn't any time to switch it out. The vehicle that they sent us required a CDL license to operate. I don't have a CDL, but the kids were scheduled to go on the trip. They were looking forward for the trip, so I drove the bus anyway. And we had the trip. Trip was nice. Got back safe, but when the bosses heard about it, they didn't like it too much, and I didn't really care.
All right. Let's talk about home. What's home like? Are you married?
Yes, been married going on 30 years. It's been rough. My wife has been in and out of the hospitals. She had the surgery on her stomach to lose weight. In the meantime, she got hooked on painkillers. That created a lot of issues. She's not good with money. She's got involved in a couple of scams. Lost a lot of our savings. It's just frustrating. I feel like I have no control over it, but I have to deal with it all.
Anything positive in your life?
I have an English bulldog named Gus, and we're pretty tight. That's because we don't really talk back a whole lot. He listens, so I feel like I have a little bit of control in that. I like doing stuff outdoors when I can, but I always got to work to pay off these bills.
Right. What kind of outdoor things do you do?
I like to backpack, camp, anything outdoors, hunt, fish, anything, ride a motorcycle.
Great, great. So you get plenty of fresh air. That's a wonderful thing. It's very therapeutic. What were your parents like?
father was military, so he was very strict, by the book, his way, no way. But my mom, very passive, she was the opposite of him. So I got away with a lot with her.
Any siblings?
No, it's just me.
Okay. How was their marriage?
Constant battle. They argued all the time, fought all the time. Um, they finally started to go their own way, but then, they were back and forth, so that meant I was back and forth between the both of them. And that went on for, a few years. Didn't really know which way if I was coming or going. But then they finally split up.
You say back and forth between your parents, did you change schools a lot?
For a time I did. Well, I did that anyway because he was military, so, I never really got to really set down roots a whole lot. Didn't really make a lot of friends because as soon as I, make a friend, then I was gone to the next place.
Okay, all right. Well, sounds like there's a lot of things going on there. It really does. I mean, home and work, and I'm not seeing the bad attitude, but I'm sure your supervisors are around you a lot more than me. So, well, let's talk about that. Angry, argumentative, bad attitude, all these things we can work with, we can deal with. So the first thing we want to look at is finding your triggers. How's that?
It's fun.
It's fun? Good. Well, I'm going to suggest that you use a journal. If you write down a journal, that'll help you find your highs and your lows and possibly your triggers. Okay? And then let's find some anger management. The best way to fix what other people think may be wrong with you, or even help open your eyes to some self-awareness, would be some anger management. Okay?
Shouldn't hurt.
We'll find something that'll work with your schedule so it doesn't hinder you going to work. Right? After all, that is why you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And maybe we can get you an appointment with Dr. Duncan Nassif. I think she would be a great resource for you as far as finding some other coping skills, a way to cope with your stress. Right?
All right.
All right. And since you've come to me today, it's the first step. It's a big step. All right? So we'll make that appointment, and I'm going to take you as a man of your word and expect you to be at that appointment.
I'll be there.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Kevin.
Nice meeting you.
You have a good week.
You